Hi everyone, welcome back. So in today's video we're going to be making something from this piece of birch wood, most likely a goblet, and we're also going to incorporate some intrinsic colours by Hampshire Sheen, and also some black embellishing paste wax also from Hampshire Sheen, and also fire. So stay tuned and we'll crack on. Right, so I've got it on the lathe, as you can see, and I've just taken the side off of it now, just so it's a little bit easier to turn. And yeah, I'm just going to get it to round and then have a look at making the goblet. Right, so we got it round, got it set up in the chuck there. You would have seen in the time lapse that I got the tenon on the bottom there to put it in the chuck. I've spun it round obviously, and now we're just going to mark it up and start working on the chalice of the goblet. Right, so I've got the basic shape of the chalice now. I'm quite happy with that, and I've also sanded from 80 grit to 400 grit. So we're going to take the tailstock away now and start to hollow out the inside of the chalice, and then we'll sand that up to 400 as well, and then we'll have a look at applying some colour. All the insides now hollowed out and sanded up to 400 grit, exactly the same as we've done on the outside. I'm not entirely sure how well you can see in there, but it's still got a little bit of tear out, but I'm not too bothered about that, as we're going to be using the black embellishing wax in there, and also going to torch the inside as well. Right, so I'm just going to let that cool down for a little minute, and then we'll use the 400 grit and sand it back again. Looks like I've got a bit of a crack coming on there, but we'll see what that's like after we've sanded it back. not come out too bad. I did have to go to a bit rougher grit just to remove some of the darker burnt bits, but right, so I'm just going to apply some sanding sealer. I'm using Hampshire Sheen's cellulose sanding sealer. Right, so as I said before, we're going to be using Hampshire Sheen's black embellishing wax. I'm going to apply that now. Right, there we go. I don't know how well you can see that because the time of day is getting on now. It's getting quite dark, so I'm having to use the lights, but I think it's actually making it more difficult for everyone to see on the camera. Hopefully you can see that. But, so Hampshire Sheen recommend finishing with microcrystalline wax. Me being me, forgot to buy some, so I'm actually going to use the gloss finishing wax from Hampshire Sheen instead. The embellishing wax, I think the tear out was a little bit too deep maybe for the embellishing wax to fill right up. I don't know if it's just pulling it back out again maybe, but it's in there, it's sealed in and everything. There's just a little bit sort of texture in there, which in all honesty I don't mind. I think it adds to the character of this goblet. So right, so we're all set up now, ready to put the colour on the outside of the chalice. I'm going to do it as a time lapse. I've not done it before, so just trying to speed things up a little bit. But the colours I'm going to be using are from the Hampshire Sheen Intrinsic range. These are just the sample bottles. Got a little set of these with all the colours in just to try them out. So we're going to be using Earth, Flame and Honey. Right, so there we go. Got the earth on there, which you see in the time lapse that I put on, and then took right back just to sort of create a bit of a background, and then we applied the honey and what was the other one we used? The flame. Done it in stripes and then sort of merged it all together. I have to say these intrinsic colours are really good to work with. So we're just going to wait for it to dry, and then we'll give it a little denib, and then we'll put a sanding sealer on there, and then put a coat of Hampshire Sheen finishing gloss wax, and then that'll be the outside done. Right, so now the chalice is all done, we're going to start working away at the stem. Right, so that's the stem and the foot finished. What I got in mind now, I'm going to actually do an undercoat now using the black intrinsic colours, and then try and fade it in so it starts off really dark at the chalice end and then fades out to nothing and then darkens up again more to the bottom of the foot, and then we'll put some embellishing cream in there as well, and to fill up all these little pits in there. It's quite dry, punky wood, and then we'll go from there. I might add another colour in maybe, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see how it goes. Right, so I've finished colouring the stem now. I ended up not going with the black, as you see. Well, I did use the black and then I took most of it off again, and then I went with the honey and the flame to finish the stem, so the same colours as I used on the chalice. Hasn't quite gone the same, it's quite dark. I think that's because I put the black on as the undercoat rather than earth that I used on the chalice, but it's not looking too bad. So I'm gonna give it a coat of sanding sealer now, and then we'll wait for that to dry and then put a finish on. And oh, actually no, I'm not. No, I'm gonna put some. No, I'm gonna put a coat of sanding sealer on, and then the black embellishing cream to fill in all these little pits, and then we'll give it a buff up and then put a finish on there, and then apart from parting off, we're done. Right, so for the finish we're going to be using Hampshire Sheen's Food and Toy Safe Gloss Finish Wax. I've noticed also that I think using the heat gun to dry off the intrinsic colours is actually warped the piece. So you've probably noticed already that once the lathe is turning, that the chalice seems a little bit off balance. So again, it's a learning curve. I'm actually a little bit worried that it's going to break. Right, so there we go. It's a little bit darker than I was expecting. Well, in all honesty, it didn't really go quite how I had planned, but it doesn't look too bad. It's got a little bit of character to it. I think the honey and the fire wood stains underneath just make it look a little better. But I guess it's all a learning curve. So yeah, it's not come out too bad. So I'm just gonna let it settle and set up a little bit, and I'll get another coat of the wax on, and then we'll have a look at parting it off and have a look, see what we've done. so there we go, it's all finished. I'm not entirely sure what I think about it, in all honesty. I really like the chalice, it's come up really nice, the colours and everything on there, it's really nice, and the inside, how that's finished up, is really nice as well. I think, in my opinion, that the stem and the foot are a little bit too dark. Maybe should have done something a little different there, maybe left it a lighter colour, or just done exactly the same I'd done on the chalice there, or even just left it as its natural colour. But as a whole, it's not too bad for the first attempt using the wood colours. Many things that I would have done differently, but other than that, it's not come out too bad. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Still got the bottom to finish off. One of the things that I think probably would have helped out was the a better piece of wood, really. This is quite punky. As you can see, there's a lot of tear out on the bottom, so I'm going to have to spend quite some time now trying to tidy that up, but live and learn, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think I should have done differently, or any tips and pointers that you think would have helped me out better. Quite happily listen to those. I'm all up for learning, so yeah, let me know what you think. If you did like the video, then please give us a thumbs up, share the video, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time for the next one. Cheers then, bye for now.